Hello learners, today we're going to look at how we can go ahead and utilize Onshape, our online drawing program, to begin creating our butcher block project designs. In order to get to Onshape, you're going to go to our Schoology course, Materials and Production Technology, and go scroll down to the bottom of the course where you see wood processing. In this folder, you're going to find your project folders. The first project that we'll be looking at is the Butcher Block project. If you click on that folder, it'll open up a list of items or activities that you can do within this folder. There are lots of resources within here, but the one thing that you are going to click on is called Onshape Login. When you click on this, it'll open up in a new screen, and you're going to need to click on the little icon to open this login or link into a new tab. You'll get a redirect notice, which simply means that you're not going to be on Schoology anymore, and you can click continue if it does not already take you to the link. When you get to Onshape, you have a school district email that you're going to use to log into Onshape. It's using Schoology. You're going to sign in with Google. Find your Google account through the district. Once it loads, you'll see a new screen appear. This may take a minute or two. Now your screen might look a little bit different than mine. If this is your first experience using Onshape, you'll notice that it might have you do a few other additional items like making sure that the units are correct. In this case, we're going to be using inches for everything. And if there's a problem with getting started in Onshape, you can always talk to me directly during class time. But once we are in Onshape, you should see this blue button that says Create. If it does not appear, click on the word Onshape, and then you're going to be able to find this blue button. We'll hit Create, Document, and at this point, we can go ahead and put in our document name. I always like to put in the name of the project. So our Butcher Block project, I'll abbreviate as BB, and then our last name, so we know this is your file. Once I go ahead and finish up the document name, I'm going to click Create, and it's going to open up a new screen for me. This is your workspace. Now there's a lot of things that are going on in this document or this tab of your Google Chrome. I want you to know that there are plenty of resources, like I said before, on Schoology to help you with drawing. But before we get started with drawing, let's just clean up our workspace a little bit. So the first thing that you'll see is 3 squares, and there are different orientations on the screen. What we're going to be drawing in is always the top view. So in order to hide those other views that are kind of blocking our view of the top view, we're going to go ahead and scroll over to the left side of your screen where you'll see top, front, right under the origins. And this simply means that these are different planes of a surface that might be drawn on your project. We're going to go ahead and click on the little eyeball that appears when you hover over one of those planes. And if we left click, it'll cross out the eye and it'll hide that plane from our view. We'll do the same thing for the right view. And now we're left with our top plane. At this part of the project, we would be able to begin a sketch. And the sketch is found at the top of our screen. You'll notice that there's a lot of other icons as well. Please do not click on any of these icons. These are for 3D modeling. And what we will be doing in here is sketching, which is a 2D drawing. So you'll click on the sketch button there, and at that point it'll ask you to select your sketch plane, which is the top plane, the only visible plane. And at this point in the project, you will be able to draw your design for your Butcher Block project. Following this video are other resources, like I mentioned earlier, on Schoology for you to view to understand all of these different icons. We'll also do an in-class discussion about how to get started with your Butcher Block projects as well. Feel free to ask me any questions during class time or club time or any other time that we have available during the school day. I can't wait to see your designs as you get started.